the next topic in of our interest is tables. Okay, so what is a table? Yes, what's a table? What is a table? So where do we use table? Now let's forget about what is a table. A table is a table, right? It's like it has rows and columns. Okay, fantastic. It has combination of rows and columns. Great. That's good job. So where do we use tables? You go anywhere on the web, you take any web page, they'll use at least one table in any of the page. Okay, so table is used to show data in a structured way. So for instance, this cricket scores. Okay, cricket scores. How do they look like cricket scores? So let's see. This is how they look like. They'll have the batsman name, right? Okay, then they'll have the status, out or not out, whatever, right? So this is status. Then if they are out, then they have a different data. Then the runs, balls, strike rate, okay, and matches, innings, average, and hundreds, 50s, hundreds, or sixes. Okay, sixes. That's T20 style. I'm talking about the test match style. Fine. So yeah, then they'll have a line here. Let's consider that to be a line, and then they have the name of the batsman. Say okay. Let's take uh, real names. Okay, Maxwell. I hope everybody enjoyed IPL. Maxwell, not out. Runs 93, balls 47. I don't know strike rate. Oh great, Sehwag. Nice. So I don't know strike rate. What strike rate is? 200 maybe. Oops. Matches 10, innings 10, and oh total runs we missed. Average say 30, 32, 50s 10, hundreds 2, something like this. Okay, this is a structured way of showing data. Now if you see it, when I have written over there, it's not properly structured. They are going here and there, right? Something has to come up here, something has to come up there. So that will be fixed using HTML tables. So this is the main purpose of using tables. Tables is used to show data in a structured way. Okay, so if you have, for instance, you take and there are alternatives for table which we'll be seeing in today's class itself. That's list, but this is the main purpose of tables. So tables are used to show the attendance of students. Tables are used to show the marks memo. You take a marks memo. Okay, you see subjects, marks, highest marks, and then at the bottom total, then the average. So something like that. So tables are always used to show the data in a structured way. And say when we look at, as maybe someone has pointed out, that what is that, to maintain details of anything, Sachinana has pointed out that yeah, this is how you maintain the details. Like, I can, when looking at this, I can easily figure it out. Okay, this data is related to Maxwell, and this is what happening with his data. So this is the data which is showed in a proper organized manner. That's where we use tables. Okay, so that is about tables. Where do we use tables? So we can use the combination, tables with links, tables with images. We can do anything with tables, like when you want organized structure. But trust me, whatever we do with images, links, using tables, we can do that using CSS too. Okay, but as of now we'll see tables, and we see the same example using HTML tables. Now coming to the syntax. Okay, coming to the syntax here. So table, self-explanatory tag, it has table. Okay, and it has attributes too, but never ever use these attributes. I am telling these attributes because we are not dealing with CSS now. Every attribute I mention here can be done using CSS. Okay, So the first and foremost attribute is align, and there is an attribute called bg color. So it's your job now to explain me this. Okay, so cell spacing, cell padding, and a width, and a border. Now it's your job to explain me everything here. So table is a paired tag, so you close it when you open it. Now this is the syntax of the table tag, but this is not the complete syntax of a table. We won't get a table of this using this syntax. So there is something else here. So what is that something? Now guys, start explaining what is everything, what is every attribute. Tell me, align, bg color. I'm not giving the values here, so it's up to you guys to fill up that. Align, alignment. So how many types of alignments? Center, okay. Left, right, right, excellent. Oh, great. Now what is cell spacing? Okay, bg color, fine, bg color. So there is no space. Background color, awesome, great. Cell spacing, this is typical. Now whomsoever explains this, space between cells. Okay, great. So you guys know a lot about HTML. Fantastic. So don't worry, I'll be explaining everything for those guys who are not so good at HTML. And that doesn't mean, if you're not answering, that doesn't mean you're not good at HTML. That means that you don't know about it. That's it. Width, table width, border, border. Yeah, good. Good answers there. So now coming to the next part here, every table, okay, I'll be explaining that. Every table, okay, has at least one table row. You see this? What is a row here? Okay, this is one row, this is second row. Okay, every table has at least one table row, which is called TR. TR stands for table row. First row, second row, if you have third row, third row. So now how many rows does this table have? This table, the entire blue colored table, or the cricket scorecard table, how many rows does it have? $13? No. 2. Yeah. So again, TR has certain attributes. These attributes are again, I don't think so, align. BG color. Okay. V align this time. V align, and there is an align too. Okay. Now again, guys, I don't need the BG color and align, but tell me what is V align. Okay, so this will print out a row, but still we are not done yet. Now printing a row does not, it just a blank row, that's it. It does not have data to. Yeah, vertical align, fantastic. So how many types of vertical align? Top, bottom. Great. Top, bottom, and middle. Alright, that is it. Just give me a second here. So yeah, it's top, bottom and middle. Okay, so that's a vertical align. Now still we are not done with the table yet. Now this is the last part of a table, which is the table data. It's also called as TD. Okay, it's table data. So even table data has attributes like bg color, like valign, like align, and there are two important attributes which is called call span and row span, and they are very important here. Okay, and this is again a pair tag here. It closes. That is a TD. So here goes the content of this is the data. Here goes the data. So there will be no data, no content for the table tag. Okay, and there will be no content for the tr tag, but there will be content for the td tag. But this is how it looks like. So this is the structure. Oops, what happened here? Something happened here. Okay, I have to write it again, I guess. th tag, I'm coming there. So this is the actual structure. TD, bg color, align, valign, call span, row span. Okay, that's it. Then the data, whatever, then the TD. Okay, this is structure, and there is an alternative to TD. It's a TH. You can use TH also. That means table head. TH, which has the same attributes as a TD. So this stands for table head. Okay, this stands for table data. Okay, this stands for table row, and this is a table. Alright, so this is the complete structure of a table. Okay, we'll see an example, then we are open for questions. Okay, fine. So now you gotta make yourself clear that every table has at least one tr, and every tr has at least one td or th. Okay, now tell me guys, how many t's are there in the table, the cricket scorecard table? How many tds are there in this table? So tell me as a single row. Call span and row span, I'll be explaining you call span and row span. So it looks typical, but it's really easy. Yeah, I'll be explaining in a program. So 10, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 TDs in one TR. So 2 TRs, 10 TDs per each TR. Okay, as simple as that. So we'll see the same example here. Okay, we'll see the same example in our table, HTML table. Okay, let's go and roll our program here. And the other question here, yeah, that is it. Let's see. So I'm gonna share my screen here. So I hope you guys can see my screen. So here, I'll start the program. So again, I'll always start with doc type, HTML. Oops. Okay, then here comes the head. So here is the title. So this is Todos Live HTML or Super 10 HTML table. So why I name like that? Because if you download it and if you are using it, that will help me in SEO. So that's the only reason I'm using it. You guys may feel like, why does Sagar always write Todos Live Super 10? Okay, so it's up to you guys. You can you can write it or not. Okay, so here let's start our table. So I'm gonna use a h3 here to just mention. I'll say cricket scorecard. I'm saving this as table.html. Okay. So here let's start writing our table. So again, let's do this. As soon as you open it, make sure you close the tag. That's how it avoids confusion in table. So that's the reason I just open it and close. So let's write with no attributes at all. So tr, every table will have at least one tr. Okay, let's write th first here. Th. I'll just say a name here. Okay, that's the data which is gonna be appearing. So let's see. Here, I'll come here, or I'll go here and click on table here. See that this is one cell, and when it's default no attributes, there's nothing there. So here I'll write one more attribute here. Sorry, one more. So yeah. I hope you guys can see my screen here. So I'm gonna use one more th here. So here, I mean just a plain or name, then there's a status, right? Status. So let me go back here. Can you guys see my screen? So I have extended the class for 20 more minutes. Is that okay for you guys? Does anyone has any issues here? Okay, great. So I just want to wrap it up. I don't want to postpone this. And I hope I'm slow. I'll be slow because I don't want to rush things up. Okay, so let's go back here and just click. See it here, it has come. So I'll open now. Let's stop there the th. I'll open a new tr here. So second row. This means this is the second row. td. So I'll use name. Let's say the name is Raina, let's say. And another TD here. The status, let's say, not out. Okay, so that's the next TD there. I'll just refresh it. You see, that's how it comes. Okay, now let's just put the attributes now. So the first attribute I'm gonna put is bg color. Okay, now coming to colors here, there are so many ways you can give a color. I won't be talking about the color attribute now, but I'll just give the names. You can give names here. Okay, let's say like green or light green. It takes it if the browser supports. Let's see. Oh, when I say light green, it's showing blue. I don't know. Okay, let's take pink. Pink is the light color so that we can see it better. Okay, pink. Now the next attribute I want to give is border. I'll say border 1. Okay, 1 pixel. You see that border across everything. There's a border across everything. Now cell spacing. Let's see cell spacing. Cell spacing equal to, I'll say 10. You see here, cell spacing is nothing but the space between two borders. This is one border, right? This is one border. The space between two borders. Even this is one border and this is one border. Is a space between the two borders. Remember, space between two borders is cell spacing. Now cell padding. Cell padding equal to, I'll say 20. Cell padding is 20. Just observe it. Okay. Now cell padding is nothing but the space between the cell border and the content. Space between the cell border and the content. Okay, so now you guys tell me what is cell spacing and what is cell padding. Cell spacing is, yes, cell spacing, and I hope you guys understood. Right, cell spacing is nothing but the spacing or the gap between two borders. Okay, cell padding is nothing but the space or the distance from the border of the cell to the data. Okay, you understood, right? Great. Now let's talk about align and width. So where is the table aligned now? Where is it aligned? So which location it is now, left or middle or right? Okay, I hope you gave me the correct answer because I could not see the chat. So here what I do is align equal to, I'll say right. So I said align equal to right. See that table has moved to right. Yes, our table has been moved to the right. Now let's do the width. I'll say the width equal to, you can give the width in percentages. Okay, I'll say 90%. Okay, give width in percentages. I say 90%. Now you see it's right aligned with 90% of the width. See that? Okay, now it looks odd there, so I'll say center, aligned to be center. Now it's center aligned. And you see that TH, there's a difference between TH and TD. Can you guys spot it? The difference between TH and TD? Yes, I use TH and TD both. I use both TH and TD. So that's the difference between TH and TD. I hope you guys can see it in the screen. The difference is TH is bold and middle aligned, sorry, center aligned, okay, whereas TD is not bold and left aligned. Exactly. Nice, great. So you guys are picking it up. Awesome. So now here, let's do one thing. For the TR, the header, I'll say the BG color equal to, I'll say white. For the heading, you see that it has turned to that. So this is the TR. Okay, so the outer is the table, this is the TR, and this is the TD. Okay, now for the TD, just one TD, the not out. If is not out, the BG color is, I'll be using a color called cyan, okay, for not out. So if it's not out, this is the color to be shown. Okay, if it's not out, this is the color to be shown. Now let's do one thing. Let's do some interesting thing here. I'll remove the border, okay, and I'll say the cell spacing to be 0 pixels, and let the cell padding be, and I'll refresh. Okay, so this is how a table looks like without the border and without a cell spacing. Okay, now you can add up as many as, like as I said, you guys know how to add up things. So let's do the add up here. TH here, okay, cot, or okay, not cot, okay, runs. Okay, now I'm just stopping here. How many TDs or how many data cells does the first row has, and how many data cells does the second row has? Okay, so for that I'm gonna use a border here. So you guys know the answer. I hope you answered. First row 3 and second row 2, right? So I'm gonna refresh this. Okay, did you guys spot anything here? Yes, did you guys spot something here? Just added a TD here. Right, it has added a TD there. Even though I did not add it, it has taken it. It did not add it, but it has taken it that space. That's it, nothing more than that. Okay, it just added. So now what I want to do here is, if the status is not out, I don't want to show the runs. I want to show the runs only when he is out. Okay, just remember this. I don't want to show. So how do I do it? How do I merge two cells? Okay, there are two ways to merge cells. For instance, this is, yeah, I stopped my screen share. I'm back to, okay, I'm back here. Now, how many ways I can merge cells? For instance, let me take a graph here instead of this. Okay, this is, let's assume this to be a table. So I'm going to go here, col span, row span. Okay, so here let's assume this to be a table. Forget about the small boxes. So this is one, let's say this is one TD, 2 TD, first row, second row. So I'm gonna write it there. So this is a TR. Okay, assume this is a TR, and this is, everything is a TD or TH. Alright, so assume I want to type everything. So assume that that's a TD, everything is a TD, and that's a TR. Okay, like such. Now I want to merge two rows. data in the same rows. Like these two are side by side, right? If I want to merge these two, if I want to merge these two, so the attribute in TD is call span. If you want to merge two columns, okay, this is a column, right? This vertical thing is a column. This complete thing is called a column. This one is a column. This one is a column. Now if I want to merge these two, I have to use call span in this TD. Okay, remember, if you want to merge two columns, it's call span. Now what does exactly it mean? If you separate it, it is call span. Span is nothing but spread. How long do you want to spread this? So how many cells you want to merge there? How many cells you want to merge there? How many columns do you want to merge there? 2. So call span equal to 2 if you want to merge 2. So if I want to merge 3 columns, call span is 3. Now for instance, if a table row has 4 columns, okay, so this is a test for you. A table has 4 columns, a row, okay, I want to merge 3 columns. So how many TDs will be there in it? Now if I merge 3 columns, how many TDs? 2. Fantastic, that's the right answer. Great. So how do I write it? The syntax is TD call span. I want to merge 3. Okay, I have to use the columns there, and there is one more TD, right? There used to be 4, I merged 3, so there is one more TD which has no call span at all. This is the syntax for this kind of structure. Now what if I want to merge columns on 2 different rows? Now this is for the columns on the same row. What if I want to merge these two? Yes, row span. Row span. Now this is again a test for you guys. Okay, now row span is fine, fantastic. So where do I write this row span? To which TD do I write this row span? To which TD? So what happens to the second row TD? What happens to the second row TD? So now again I'll say this. First row has 4 columns. Okay, second row has 4 columns. Okay, now I want to merge first row's first column and second row's first column. I want to merge first row first column and second row first column. I can only merge that. I cannot merge second row second column. Okay, so now how many columns are there in first row and how many columns are there in second row? How many first row? How many columns in first row? Or TDs, let's say. How many columns in second row? Yes guys, this is the test. Both rows 3, sure. So it will look something like this. Okay, I'll show you guys how does it look like. Okay, this is our table, right? So forget about the rest of the part. This is our table, right? So I'm gonna merge these two. Okay, now tell me how many rows are there in first row and how many rows are there in second row. Sorry, columns, I'm sorry. First row columns. First row columns. Yes. 3. Great. Nice. So you say 3 3, right? First row has 4 columns. If you can see, this column belongs to the first row itself. Okay, then the rest 3, and second row has only 3 columns because second row's first column is merged to the first row's first column. Okay, you got a point, right? Now let's try that in a program. Okay, let's try that in a program. So in the same program, I'm going to share my screen. I hope these two guys have gone. So we'll be done in 10 minutes. We'll be done. No problem. And practice. Call span, row span is again important. Practice makes many perfect, as I say. So now my requirement is that when somebody is not out, okay, here I'm gonna come back. When somebody is not out, I won't show the runs. I will merge the status and runs. Okay, I'll merge the status and runs. So here goes. Now here, when he is not out, I want to merge call span. I want to merge the columns in the same row. Call span equal to 2. Let's see. I said I'm merging these two. So let's see. See that? I've merged. There is no gap. I have merged the two when somebody is not out. Now when somebody is out, let's use another tr here. Oh, I was so habituated to my last laptop. My last laptop used to have keys at a different place. So here somebody is out. So when somebody is out, there is no call span. Okay, this guy's status is out, and I want to show runs here. TD. So runs, let's say 32, and this time this is Dhoni. Okay, Dhoni, and when he is out, the background color is red. Red is so heavy. We can use. Okay, let's use red. Okay, let's see. You see it here. Dhoni is out, and 32. No call span. So this is call span, and spanning that in 2 rows. Okay. Now if I have to merge these two, let me try merging Raina and Dhoni. So what I do here, in the merging row, I have to write row span equal to 2, and what else? I have to delete this. Okay, I have to delete this because first row will have all 3 columns. Second row, since it's merged, has only 1 less column. Okay, remember that. That's a formula. So you see, I merged it. Okay, I'll be giving an assignment on the row span and call span only on that, but because it's more complex. Okay, I'll be asking you guys to put the background colors and stuff. So now shoot me with your questions. Any questions here? There's nothing fancy. Okay, anytime I'll tell you a simple formula to write row span and call span. Okay, remember this formula. So whenever you want to use row span or call span, what you're supposed to do is write the entire table as it is. Don't use row span or call span. Write the entire table. Okay, entire table. Now let me use a line here. I'm really bad at drawing here. I can really draw good in paint. Okay, so excuse me if my drawing is really bad. Okay, so now put the table as it is. Don't do row span or col span at the first time itself. Now if you want to merge these two, oh, I'll show you, just give me a second. Okay, just listen to this then you'll understand that particular code. So if you want to merge these two, write the table as it is. If you want to merge these two, what you're supposed to do is go here, go here and write row span here, because you are merging columns of different rows. Row span, and come here and delete this. If you want to merge that two, if you want to merge these two, this and this, what do? Write the table as it is, come here, write row span, delete this. Alright, if it's only two, if you want to merge all the three, now tell me, if you want to merge these three, row span equal to 3, done. Next thing you do is even delete these two. This is the technique for row span. Now what's the technique for col span? If I want to merge these two, col span equal to 2, then the last is delete. Fantastic, this is it. If I want to merge 3 or these 4, col span equal to 4, then what happens next? What should you do next? Last delete. Fantastic. This is how you are supposed to do col span, row span. Remember this particular formula, that you know how to write the entire table first, no problem. There's nothing wrong in writing the entire table, and then start working on your col span, row span. Okay, so I'm gonna give an assignment on this. Now you want to see the code again? Do you want to see the code, Chinmay? Yes? Okay, fantastic. So this is the code. Now what I have done, let's see, let's come back. Now I want to merge these two. So what is the formula here? Merging different rows. So it is row span equal to 2, and come here and just delete this. Yes. Now if I want to merge these three, okay, if I want to merge these three, what is the formula here? Write row span in the first one. How many cells there? 3. Yes. Then delete the last two. Already the last one is deleted, and now I'm deleting this. Let's see now. You see that? It has merged. Alright, so that is it, guys. I'm gonna give another assignment on row span and col span exclusive. Practice it. I'll give 2 assignments. I need the exact output. Okay, you can along with that, I'll be sending a link for the available colors in our allowed colors in HTML. so that you can use different colors instead of only these colors. You can use yellow, you can use pink, you can use cyan, so many colors. Okay, there are somewhere around 18 to 20 colors, so I'll be telling you guys that colors too in same assignment, so you can start doing experiments. So that is it guys, and I hope you leave a summary or feedback, and then don't forget to share with your friends, and see you tomorrow. And soon you'll be receiving emails with your URLs. Okay, so just take care, have fun. Oh, tomorrow is Saturday, right? Yo, no class. Saturday is no class. Yeah, guys, have fun. We do corporate style. So have a very great weekend. Enjoy life. You live only once. Well, I don't know. You're in Hyderabad. I'm in Bangalore. So let's see, if I come Hyderabad, I'll definitely call you. Yeah, my home place is Hyderabad. So I mean, that's my land. So yeah, I'll definitely come there. So guys, take care. Have fun. Enjoy your weekend. I can't enjoy my weekend because I got loads of work. Okay, so great. So feedback as soon as the class ends, you'll find the URL. Tell me any bugs you